Sorry, Pooh, I didn't mean to scare you. So I'm procrastinating on my other videos. But you guys, why do people never think through the breeds that they're getting when they get a dog? Like, they get a dog the same way they would get a plant. Or something that's not living. The amount of families that I see getting German Shepherds and like Huskies and all of that is shocking. Like, why are you getting that kind of dog? You know? Oh, flump. Even if you get a small dog, it's not a toy. You have to actually take care of it. Sorry, guys. That's the way this works. So yeah. When people tell me, oh, we're gonna get a German Shepherd, or oh, we're gonna get a Husky, or oh, we're gonna get a Malinois, or whatever, and they have no plans except, oh, I'm just gonna walk it. You can't walk a working dog and expect for it to be fine. Whenever people are like that, I'm like, so are you gonna do dog sports? Is the dog gonna be in service work? Are you gonna do another kind of work, like training? Are you getting a professional trainer? Are you gonna do a daycare or camp or whatever? Because you can't just let the dog be home all day and not give any stimulation. Giving a Kong to a Malinois is gonna do jack. I mean, yeah, it's great for 5 minutes, but then you no longer have a Kong and you probably don't have part of your living room anymore. So, y'all, when you get a high energy dog, when you get any dog, you need to understand what you're getting. I got a Pomeranian. Pomeranians are not known as high energy dogs. I got a very high energy Pomeranian. This boy, this little floofer ball, can work for 18 bajillion hours. And look at that. He just went to Costco and nearly got lunged at by a kid. And now he wants to work more. Because this dog is a freaking weirdo. I love him too. I love this boy. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Also, the amount of people who get dogs and don't plan to train them is wild. Like, oh, I'm just going to teach the dog to sit. Baby, you are getting a border collie. You think, like, one, you can't just teach a dog to sit, okay? If you ever want the dog to leave your house, which I freaking assume you do, you need to socialize, you need to train. Training is not just, I'm going to teach sit and down and wave or spin or whatever. You have to neutralize, you have to socialize, you have to teach a dog how to behave in public, the same thing you would with a human. And also, like, border collies are so smart. They need mental stimulation. A lot of people who do think about mental or physical stimulation, that's great. You know, you're gonna walk the dog, you're gonna go on runs with the dog, that's great. But what about the mental stimulation? Because your border collie and your Malinois, you walk the dog for 10 miles a day. I don't know how the hell you manage to walk 10 miles a day if you work, but let's pretend you do. I'm not judging. I'm just a slow walker, I guess. You do that. That's great. But how are you mentally tiring out your dog? Because otherwise, these same people come to me and they're like, oh my God, my dog is chewing the wall. Duh, your dog is chewing the wall. You're not giving the dog anything to do. This dog is, most people would consider this dog a tiny little ball of floof. They would not give him very much exercise or stimulation mentally or physically. And here's the thing. This boy will eat your walls. He will eat up your whole house if he's not stimulated. I give this dog service work. I want to get him into rally. I do a whole list of things for him. He knows over 40 commands because I'm actually treating him like a dog and not a toy. And I don't really know why I started this rant, but everyone gets to hear it now, so yeah. Oh yeah, Pooh, yeah, do your denning, Pooh, do your denning. But what I'm saying is if you get a dog, especially if you get a big dog, because big dogs can't just walk them and be fine. You know, you gotta actually do stuff with them. You know, one of my friends, and one of like my family friends was like, oh, we want to get a Rottweiler or a Doberman or like a Malinois, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, we want to get a protection dog, and I'm like, okay. What are you gonna do with the dog? And they're like, oh, we're gonna walk the dog. And they live in a warm area and stuff, and so the weather is nice. But I'm like, okay, you're gonna do dock diving with that dog? You're gonna do agility, or you're gonna do something like that? You're gonna do bite sport? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, bro, be a responsible dog owner, please. Don't get your dog for the aesthetic. You have to actually remember that your dog has needs, and that those needs are not just physical, they are also mental. So yeah, that's my little rant. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.